Hi everybody, Dale Campbell again here at Don Johnson Motors in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. Today I'm going to tell you about our 2018 GMC Acadia Denali. This is the white frost tri-coat, has the jet black leather interior. It's a beautiful combination, and of course very well equipped because of it being the Denali. It's got the projector beam headlamps there in the front along with fog lamps. This would also have the forward collision alert, lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, the IntelliBeam headlamps. Of course, that means they will dim for you, go back to high beam as you're driving down the road. So a lot of neat safety features. I just listed only a few right there. That nice white frost tri-coat will look beautiful on a sunny day. Not that it looks terrible here either. It's a great look. The unique Denali wheels. We've chose to put the accessory mud flaps on this, so there's mud flaps on all four wheels. I really like the Denali because you get the chrome belt on the door, around the door handle, under the window, and with the door or the windows shut, you'll see the chrome that surrounds both front and back windows, and then the upper rack has the chrome there too. So let's take a peek at the inside. Of course, we have full featured front bucket seats, so they've got full power, recliner, forward, back, back and forth, the lumbar. They're also heated and cooled front seats. It's a nice feature. As you sit down in here, of course, you have the nice armrest that does open. Little handle here in the front, rather deep. It's very nice. Then you got your select track knob that's right there. So now we have control of the drive line. You can go from the two-wheel drive mode to the auto four-wheel drive to a little more sporty mode, a little more mountainous terrain mode, or the trailer mode. As you can see, the 5 different symbols. We'll turn that knob, and that'll move to those positions. To the right there, we've got the ultrasonic park assist button. If the vehicle is running, that little dot there would be yellow, showing or indicating it's on. And below it's the lane departure warning. Another feature, you can have that on or off. It'll help keep you within the lanes as you're driving down the road. And of course, get your shift handle there. You can shift from first, second, third, fourth, sixth. That's what the plus and minus is about. And farther, of course, put it in drive. It's just going to shift normally for you, guys and gals. The hazard switch, traction control off. There's those heated and cooled seat switches I mentioned. And down in here, I realize it's not that easy to see, but there's a couple of USB ports, an input for an iPod, and a 12-volt power outlet for your convenience. We'll move on to the heat system. It's got dual climate control, so you got the right and left knob there, the outer knobs, where you can adjust the temperature to benefit the driver and the passenger. And the fan, of course, in the rear defrost, the front defrost, and other areas where you'd like to have the air blowing. Moving to the radio, of course, it does have an AM, FM, XM radio, which we're going to hit the home buttons. You see the home page. So the audio, of course, upper corner is going to be where you tap that, the radio display. Phone, compare up to 5 different phones through Bluetooth. That's handy. The projection button there is because we have the ability to use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. We'll show you and talk about that when you come in. Navigation, of course, this vehicle is equipped with navigation. If we press that and there on the upper right corner, maps would pop up onto the screen. Then the lower button, lower left, you get the settings. We'd go through that when you arrive. The weather, because we can look at weather. It's an XM feature. Texting, we've got the ability with smartphones to do hands-free voice texting, and then, of course, the OnStar. And then there's another page on this other side. We can go through all of that when you stop in. Rear camera, rear heat, cooling, traffic, and shopping. So really nice features. We'll go through all those when you're here. You'll be kind of amazed at the different things that this radio can help you with. So another feature we put in here is the dual sunroofs. The front one, of course, is the operational. Vents up or will slide back. And the back one, the shade is pulled currently, but that's a glass that's fixed. Gives a little more light to the guests in the back seat. So we'll work our way around to the back seat now. Of course, it's got buckets. This is a 6-passenger vehicle, and makes it nice and easy and comfortable. We do have access to that third row on the passenger side here and the drivers, but I'll show you the passengers. It's going to be a little challenging with one hand holding this and the other hand doing the move, but right up above here, there's a handle right here. It's a little darker, so it's not that easy to see, but there you kind of can see it. If I grab that, we've redesigned this seat. So if you had a forward-facing child seat, I'll step back so you can see it now. The angle of the seat didn't change, but you can see how the seat has moved forward some, okay? I'm going to push that forward So give you the access to go to the back row now. So that angle didn't change at all, so if you had a forward-facing child seat in there, you could have left it in there. Granted, you may need to move the passenger front seat a little forward to give you the room, but then here's your room to go through to the third row. Third row seats are up. You may notice how we've got the headrest tilted a little bit. I'm going to push the seat back. That's because we can put them up really easy, but if no guests are riding back there for visibility of the driver, push a button on the side that headrest pivots and just gives the driver, again, more visibility. We've got armrests for you here. Makes it a little more comfortable. The second row guest to ride. We do have heated rear seats. Switches are right there for that, along with you got the heater control, a couple USB ports, another 12-volt power outlet, and then a drawer down below for you to put different items in. It's kind of handy. I'll work my way to the back of the Acadia now. Alright, here we go. Of course, in the back we've got rear cross traffic alert. You can't see that. Those are sensors that on the right and left side. When you put the vehicle in reverse, it senses to see where you're at. And then of course we've got rear sensors. Those are the 4 sensors in the rear bumper. There's a backup camera that shows right below the GMC. Third brake light, rear wiper, rear washer. So we do have a hands-free rear gate. See that little indentation? That's where we could press in there if we wanted to open that gate, but we've got hands-free. So I've got the remote in my pocket. I can walk over to the driver's side behind the mud flap and between the taillight. If I take my foot, we'll see if I can't show you this. Open the gate. So that's handy. Now I see we've got the switch set for fully opening because we can have that programmed to not open quite so far in case you've got a restriction in height. We'll show you that more when you come in. Third row can fold down. We pull on these little straps and the third row seats then go down. Both sides will do that. We can fold down the second seat from here also. Not easy to see, but over there's a couple handles. I'm going to pull the bottom handle and we'll watch the second row seat pivot down, see? So if you had something long, you're at the back of the vehicle already, you'd like to load it without setting it down and walking around, you can do that. So it's a pretty handy feature. We do have a 12-volt power outlet still back here for different features you may have. And there is a little bit of storage back here under this little panel behind the third row seats, okay? That little finger here we can pull up on that, opens that up for you. There is a receiver hitch underneath there. It's a 2-inch receiver, 7-wire plug, so you can pull items with the trailer. We'll close that gate. I'm going to put my foot back under there again. See the lights flash, you hear the chime, and down that gate comes. So it's capless gas cap. No cap for you. Put the nozzle in, fill it up. Also passive entry system. That's new, but we've been using it now for a little over a year on some of our models, but new to the Acadia now. Second year. It's that button there with the remote fob in my pocket, as I keep mentioning. I could press that and lock or unlock the whole car by using either the driver's rear door, passenger rear door, or the passenger's front door. When we go to the driver's door, it'd be just like using your remote. If we press this button once, it's going to unlock the driver's door. We press it a second time, it'll unlock the rest of the car. Or press it to lock the car. It won't work right now because I have those passenger doors open, but that would be how that would work. We'll show you that when you're here. It also has side blind zone alert. So in the outside rear view mirrors, if a vehicle's coming up to you, you see the little car with the star beside it. Those would illuminate gold when the car gets about to your rear bumper. If you're stopped though and a car is coming up in the lane beside you, that's going to flash rapidly at a farther distance back, just warning you, hey, there's somebody coming. Of course, we've got the settings for the driver's seat, memory 1 or memory 2, power door locks, mirrors, the normal things. There's the knob, of course, as I mentioned, for the rear gate. 6-way power driver's seat, of course, as I mentioned earlier, it does have heated and cooled seats. The parking brake is electric. We'll show you how that works. That's here. Cruise control, that's how you turn on and off the adaptive cruise. It's going to work for you. It's got the automatic braking with it. It's got forward pedestrian alert. Lots of nice safety features. We'll show you those when you're here. The adjustment for the distance for you between you and the car ahead of you with forward collision alert and that cruise. Heated steering wheel. It is an electric column. If we go to the side of the column, I don't know how well we can see that, but there isn't, yeah, not very well. There's a button there, but I'm going to press that and it's going to, that wheel is going to come out. Kind of hard to watch that, but I can have it go down also. That's not me moving the camera, that's actually the steering wheel moving up and down. That can be set with your memory for your seating. Of course, then the vehicle has got OnStar, it's got Wi-Fi capability. Will help you hook up your My GMC app on your smartphones to use that. Lots of neat features with the Acadia, guys and gals. So anyway, 2018 GMC Acadia, white frost tint coat. Please give myself a call. It's Dale Campbell. You can see me here at Don Johnson Motors or call me at 715-475-1414. Thanks for stopping by.